presentation of the National Sim Racing League of America. Enjoy the race.
Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is race number 1 in Season 4 of the NRLOA Turkey Hill Series. We are here at the Daytona International Speedway for the first race in this series in over 13 months. This series did not run at all in 2017, but it is back, acting as a development series to the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, and a lot is on the line for a lot of these drivers here today. If you also got the Turkey Hill Hot Seat program going on, these guys racing for spots to attempt to qualify in next week's Chick-fil-A Cup Series race at Atlanta. But I don't think they're really thinking about that right now. They're thinking about getting a win at the World Center Racing here at Daytona. Alongside the Season 2 Turkey Hill Series champion Nathan Stapleton, he's going to be alongside us, along with Andrew Miller and Elijah Gore throughout the season here in the Turkey Hill Series. The focus for this first race, and especially considering that it's been so long since these guys have run in this series, the focus in this race is winning the race. The championship, it's far out. We got a 28 race season, and these guys aren't even thinking about the hot seat either for next week's Chick-fil-A Cup Series race. So what kind of aggressiveness do you think we're going to see out of these guys, knowing that the race win is really all that they're thinking about here today?
Well, it is 24 laps here at Daytona. I think if these guys play it smart, the first half they will play it smart and go somewhat safe, but then I think the second half they will get aggressive, and I think that's where we could have possibly the big one.
Definitely.
That's always a thing at Daytona.
Well, we've seen a big crash already throughout the speed weeks here with the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, and we might see it here. This is the most cars we've seen on the racetrack all week long, and it can definitely get crazy when we have a major accident. There are no pit stops, I should say, here at Daytona. No cautions on the road courses, but no pit stops. So it's a straight 24-lap race. So these guys are going to be all out to the end to see who can get the win here in the Florida's Natural 300. I don't even think I've mentioned the name of the race yet, but you know what? That's just fine. You guys obviously knew what that was when you clicked the video because the big thumbnail that says Florida's Natural 300. So I really didn't need to say it. But still, we're here for the Florida's Natural 300, the first race in Season 4 of the Turkey Hill Series. It's been way too long since these Turkey Hill Series drivers have run, and these cars are finally going to hit the racetrack once again. Let's head trackside for the command here from the Daytona International Speedway.
Drivers, start lower engines.
And a great command there to fire these guys up. We're ready to get going. Season 4 of the Turkey Hill Series is back, everybody. And we're ready to get this season started here at the World Center of Racing. Number 5 is Justin Zidell driving the number 5 this season alongside him. Micah Knapp will be driving the number 2. Row number 2 sees the number 21 car driven by Angel Oliveira. Alongside him, it's Nathan Faden driving the 19. Row 3, we got the 33 of Casey Hoffman. Definitely keep an eye on this guy, a development driver to the retired Caleb Hoffman, looking to see what he can do here in the Turkey Hill Series. Alongside him, the Season 2 winner of this race, Alex Bonsignor, fresh off his Napa Truck Series championship. He wants to get a championship here in the Turkey Hill Series, driving that 01 this season. Completely new driver to the series, Isaac Redmond in the number 25, alongside him the number 16 car driven by Joseph Sinwell. Got the 48 car of Eli Bright and Griffin Lynn in the number 9, rounding up the top 10 starting positions. Number 28 car is driven by Matt Tuck, the defending winner of this race, and the defending pole sitter of this race as well. He started that race first, he won it as well. That good news for Justin Zidell, or do you think we're going to see a lot of passing in this race?
Yeah, for sure. It's Daytona. I think we're going to see a lot of 3-wide racing in the huge pack. But you have to keep an eye out for the dreaded 4-wide, since when that happens, 99% of the time, it does not work out well.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's about 99%, but I say about 8/10 of the time, which is 4/5 of the time, it usually doesn't work when they go 4 wide. So that's especially at a turn number 4. So we all know it happens here at Daytona, and when we see it, there's a good chance we're going to be going under yellow. 24 laps here at Daytona. Season number 4 of the Turkey Hill Series. 28 races, a strict points championship. It all begins now here in the Florida's Natural 300 Green Flag Racing at Daytona. Very close race for lap 1. And at the line, Micah Knapp edged out Justin Zaidel. That outside lane definitely got a better run than it did in the dual races last night. So that is definitely a welcome sign of the outside lane for now. I saw an issue on the number 0. That is Nicholas Wade. He crossed the line under full power, so this is an official start. Tough break for Nicholas Wade, one of the owner drivers here in the Turkey Hill Series, the owner of Wade Enterprises over in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. He is not eligible for the hot seat. And neither is our leader, Justin Zaidel, in number 5 to the inside of Micah Knapp. He's going to try to lead lap number 2 here at Daytona, and he will in the number 5. Micah Knapp trying to work this outside lane. He's got the number 19 of Nathan Faden behind him, and we got the number 0 here coming off the pit lane. He is going to go a lap down. Tough break for him.
Not the way that you want to start this 28 race season.
No question, Nicholas Wade, especially the best of drivers to have that happen to. An owner driver, he doesn't have a chance at racing in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series at all. This is the only series he's going to be racing in altogether, and with that, doesn't look like he's going to get a win here today. And a very early knockout for the number 0 of Nicholas Wade to begin this one. Zaidel and Knapp have been side by side for quite some time. Kind of a gridlock up front right now. And very tight racing here at the Daytona International Speedway, but we got some 3 wide. Like you were saying, we were going to get that 3 wide action. That's Eli Bright to the inside of Casey Hoffman and Nathan Faden. So what do you think's going to happen here? Do you think these 2 guys are going to remain out front for the rest of this race? I mean, they've been able to stay out for 4 straight laps here. Do you think these guys will eventually find a way to the inside of Zaidel and start passing for the lead?
Well, the more and more I see that 5 car out front, the more I see how strong that Junior Motorsports 5 car is, but not eventually someone's going to be able to get by, but it's the matter of when and who that might be.
It might very well be Eli Bright in the 48. He has been moving his way on this inside lane. He got to the inside of Angel Olvera, and there he goes. 3 wide for the lead to the inside of Justin Zaidel and Micah Knapp. And this is something we saw in the dual races as well. Once they got to 3 wide, they kept on passing, and I think we're going to start the cycle of passing right now. The winning number last season in the Florida's Natural 300, the 48, this time driven by Eli Bright, leads lap 5 here of 24 in the Florida's Natural 300. And here comes Mark Davidson, one of the newcomers to the Turkey Hill Series, one of the newcomers to Napa Fan, I should say. A lot of these guys are actually newcomers to the Turkey Hill Series. Not many of these guys are returning veterans, but a lot of these guys, they're completely new to Napa Fan. And one of these guys is Mark Davidson, taking the lead in the 99, now on lap 6 of 24. Joe Rutkowski, his first ever start on Napa Fan here today. He's on this inside lane. He's looking to the inside of Davidson in the 99.
Can the number 1 car of Joe Rutkowski finish in the number 1 position?
We'll just have to see. Very good chance the first-timers go to win today. We got a lot of first-timers in this race. And the last time we came here with some first-timers in the field, that being the Christmas Eve 500, Colton Yo, who was in this race driving the 98, got the victory. We got ourselves some 4 wide, and here we go. That's the number 7, Cameron Gaju, the most experienced guy in the field. He's going to take him 4 wide, exiting turn number 4. Ying Canario, Joe Rutkowski. They're going to keep it together for now, but will it stay that way? We're just going to have to find out. They're going to figure it out. Band it back down the 3 wide. Great racing by those guys. Nice, clean run there, avoiding an accident.
I mean, that could have very well been the first big one of the race, but those guys kept it straight and they band it back down to 3 wide. Great job from everyone that were in that 4 wide situation.
Definitely. Ying Canario in the middle of all that, and the number 22, Joe Rutkowski. Rutkowski, his first ever start here in Appleton. Looking like a veteran with that move. Gaiju is in front of him, his teammate, number 7. Chick-fil-A Cup Series veteran for the first 5 seasons. Has not raced in that series since season number 5. Oh, we got some bumping around here. Number 22, number 18, Dale Salzman to the inside of Ying Canario. They are 4 wide here in turn 1. The 62 getting to the inside. That's Matt Hamill, development driver for Derek Hamill off of turn 2. Will they keep it together? Very tight racing right now here at Daytona. Will they be able to keep it together and figure it out? We might go 4 wide ahead of them as well. The 62 now going to the inside. Matt Hamill trying to take the lead. Jordan Lopez is out front. There is no possible way they can get out of this alive. And in the wall, Cameron Gaju, Ying Canario, Colton Yo, 97, Ryan Kendall around. The number 8 of Nick Smith as well, and they're piling up, exiting turn 4. More carnage. The 25 of Isaac Redmond with damage. And the number 20 around as well. That car driven by Adam Lewis. It happened. The big one at Daytona. Number 3 with major damage. Noah Clifton. The 11 of Jamie Lee is done. Cameron Gaju all torn up in the number 7. Tough break for the veteran driver there. And a massive accident to bring out the first caution. You see Jamie Lee. He is all done. In the 11... Rutkowski has some damage in the 1. He was involved in this accident. Isaac Redmond, Cameron Gaju in the 7. Number 20 car of Adam Lewis also with major damage. 78. That is Tyson Conway in his first ever start on Napa Fam. He might not be able to continue in that machine. Number 5, or pole sitter Justin Zidell. I think he might have avoided this. No, he's got some damage to the right side of his race car. My goodness, 16 involved as well. Joseph Simwell, he's probably going to be done. A boatload of drivers getting involved in this accident. See the 98 of Colton Yo with damage. He won the Christmas Eve 500 here back in December. But that's just the way Daytona goes. And you were saying, Nathan, if they go 4 wide, 99% chance they don't make out of it alive. And they certainly didn't there.
Well, I think the big question is, with that huge one happening, who doesn't have damage after that one?
Yeah, I say it was about a 15-car crash. About 15 guys, I think, with damage after that one. And a few of those guys will be able to continue. Number 62 of Matt Hamill. Going to take the lead here at Daytona. And he was one of those guys going 4 wide to the inside, and it all worked out for him pretty well. Jordan Lopez, how about Cody Smart back into action here on Napa Fam? Season 5 Chick-fil-A Cup Series Final 4 driver, but he's never won in that series before, but still a very successful driver here on this channel, especially in the GT Championship. The number 40 car of Fisher G runs in the 4th position, and Eli Bright runs 5th. So, with the exception of Matt Hamill, some good experience there in the top 5. Let's go ahead and see what happened to bring out the caution here at the Daytona International Speedway for the first time in Season 4 of the Turkey Hill Series. So here they are, 4 wide. I actually believe it was behind these guys. You got Ryan Kendall and the 8 car of Nick Smith in front of these guys. It was right here. Dale Salzman, Ying Canario. Salzman moves up into the 22. Cameron Gaju, nowhere to go, sandwiched into the outside wall. Joe Rutkowski got a face full of him. And Ying Canario in the air in the number 22. A lot like one of the crashes we had in the Smooth Fest last Friday. Canario barrel rolling down the front stretch here. He actually only flipped once, but still a major accident for the number 22. Colton Yo going around. See all these guys sliding. Angel Olvera in the 21. You got Alex Mann in his first ever start in the 89. The 4 car of Cookie Helms. Got the 20 here with major damage. He got spun around to the outside wall. That's Adam Lewis. And a lot of these guys back in here trying to avoid it. Isaac Redmond did not do so. He hit the 97 of Ryan Kendall. And you see Canario there, the 11 of Jamie Lee all involved. Rutkowski and Salzman there with Cameron Gadger. They were some of the initial guys involved in this crash. A massive accident here at Daytona.
That has to be one of the worst crashes I've seen yet here at Daytona. That was just
man, what
violent.
are you talking about? We've seen a lot of worse crashes here than that one. Remember Season 3, Daytona 500, you might not remember it. I believe it was Max Newworth. He barrel rolled through the tri-oval like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
That was still a bad crash, of course, but we've seen worse here before at Daytona. But still, typical Daytona big one happening here in the Florida's Natural 300.
And as you see here, just the 18 got into the 22, and the 7 just got pancaked, went straight up into the wall, and then 22 just... A lot of these guys had nowhere to go, and that's the tough part about Daytona when the big one happens, and just tough wait for everyone that was involved in that one.
Definitely a huge crash, but hey, you know, that's the nature of this place. And also got Carter Friesen with a little bit of rear end damage as Gaji ran into him, and you see what happens with Jamie Lee and the 3 of Noah Clifton. So a lot of guys involved. Dale Salzman with major damage in the number 18. He's done. Isaac Redmond might be done in the 25. But hey, it's just the first race. We got 28 races left, and those guys, no question, have a good chance of winning the championship. It's only one race and a lot of races left to make up points. Matt Hamill, the leader. Let's go ahead and get to the restart here in the Florida's Natural 300 Race 1, Season 4 of the Turkey Hill Series. We are back here at the Daytona International Speedway for the Florida's Natural 300, Race 1, Season 4 of the long-awaited Turkey Hill Series. Got ourselves a rookie driver in a sense, Matt Hamill on the 62, development driver to Derek Hamill. Derek Hamill, the owner of Hamill Racing Enterprises, which is your team, by the way, Nathan, so good luck in the Daytona 500 tomorrow. But the number 62, Matt Hamill, won the race back to the line. He's going to restart the race in the first position. Jordan Lopez in the 51. He won his first ever start in Napa Fan in the Thanksgiving 500 2016. 00 of Cody Smart. The 40 of Fisher G. Eli Bright. The 23 car of Christian Master. He's a good driver here at Daytona. I believe he's won an opener in the Napa Truck Series here. Got the number 4 of Cookie Helms, Colton Yo, Alex Mann, and Casey Hoffman in the top 10. Some of those guys do have damage, however, as they were involved in the crash. Mainly Colton Yo and Casey Hoffman, so we'll see what those guys do here. We're back to racing at Daytona with 11 laps to go. Jordan Lopez to the inside of Matt Hamill for the lead.
Yeah, I think with all those damaged race cars, I think this pack is going to be a lot smaller than what it used to be. So, not everyone will have a chance at the win now because of that huge one.
Looks like Eli Bright might be going a little slow right now in the 48. It's definitely apparent that Colton Yo's a little slow in the 98. You see Casey Hoffman driving to the inside of him. Hoffman might be okay in the 33. I'm not quite sure, but you definitely see this gap here. How about the 52 car? Haven't talked about him all race. That's Emmett Juckham. Matt Tuck's on this inside lane, the defending winner of this race. All these guys in this pack here, they still have a good chance at possibly getting the victory, so we're just going to have to see what they do. But you see the gap that's starting to pull away here. The top 7 pulling away from the rest of the field. You got Casey, oh boy. First time I'm going to do that of many times, let me tell you that. Casey Hoffman in the 33. He's kind of in the middle of all this, trying to draft up to that lead pack, but he can't quite do it. And everybody's stuck behind Eli Bright and Colton Yo right now. You see Emmett Juckham trying to get around these guys. Griffin Lynn with a great move, going from top to bottom to get to the inside of the 48 of Eli Bright there. But this is for the lead. Cody Smart out front in the 00 with 9 laps to go here in the Florida's Natural 300 at Daytona.
And the funny thing is that back my 100 subscribers special event, that 00, that's the same exact car that he drove in that event, and now he's driving it in this season in the Turkey Hill Series.
Must like that 00. Kind of a good number there, I do believe. And 00 right now leading here at Daytona, but here comes the 23 car of Christian Master. Now this guy is highly experienced. He hasn't raced in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series in a little while, but he knows how to get it done. A lot of wins for Christian Master on Napa Fan. He's looking to add another one here today, driving that 23. He's going to get the number 40 of Fisher G running to the inside of him. Now Fisher G won 3 races in the Napa Truck Series season number 4, I should say, excuse me. And the final 2 races as well in that series. So he won at Phoenix and Homestead to close out the season. A lot of momentum coming off of that season last fall. And here he is leading the field in the number 40. Trying to get that outside lane to work. Now you have Emmett Juckham. He's joined this pack. The 24 is also in this pack. Ryan Madden, a very experienced driver there. And here he comes, Matt Tuck, defending winner of the Florida's Natural 300. I think he's going to have a good shot at possibly getting this win. He knows how to get it done in this race. And if he can get to that lead pack, which he definitely will, he's going to have a chance at victory. You see Casey Hoffman here. He's just not fast enough to close in on the rest of those guys. And as you can see, all these guys trying to dive around them. Very interesting seeing those guys with damage kind of split this pack up. We now have Matt Tuck in the 14. They're in this lead pack. Here comes the 39 of Trey Wright. Carter Friesen in the 44 car of Nathan Baird looking to join the lead pack here at Daytona. It's the number 40 of Fisher G. Trying to go 3 in a row. He might have been in the special events near the end of the season, but in series he'd go 3 in a row if he won this race, if you count the last 2 races of the Napa Truck Series and this one here today. So Fisher G looking to get a pretty good streak going in that number 40.
Definitely, and here on Napa Fan, if you get on a roll, most of the time that can help with the momentum, but who knows, anything is possible on Napa Fan.
And the number 40 has got a decently small pack right now, and a lot of guys on that outside lane formed up, so he might be able to get the run here on Alex Mann in his first ever start on Napa Fan, driving the 89 at the line. It's Fisher G. Now, the funny thing is, these 2 guys actually switched rides. So originally it was going to be Fisher G in the 89 and Alex Mann in the 40. Well, right now it doesn't look like that matters too much. They're 1-2 here at Daytona, driving side by side for the lead. Number 6 car, Josh Crash looking to the inside. We got some lap cars side by side in the way. This is always a fun thing when we come to Daytona. And watch for this pack to get split up again. Oh my goodness, they're all slowing down. They can't get around the 16 and the 3. Who is going to get around them in time to get this win? They're all bunching up back here. They're stuck behind the 16 car of Joseph Simwell and the 3 of Noah Clifton. And everybody's going slow in this pack. I have never seen this before. Here comes Josh Crash and Matt Tuck on the inside lane. Crash is now pulling away in the number 6 as he finally gets around the 16 and the 3. But that just screwed up a lot of these guys. They all slowed down. They couldn't get around the lap traffic. And now it's a madhouse back in here in this pack as the 16 blocks the 89 again. And now we have a breakaway with about, I say, 7 cars. So how about that? Josh Crash leading the race. Ryan Madden trying to take it away from him in the number 24.
Well, but I think it's going to be one of these top 7 that will get the win here today at Daytona. And now, those guys back in the second pack, they get by those lap cars perfectly okay and not make a mistake and cause big one number 2 with only 3 laps to go.
I think they're going to get around them okay without accident. They usually do not crash when they're trying to get around these slow cars, but that's 16. There are going to be some guys in this race, so we're not going to be happy with them. Let me tell you that. He went and he blocked the 89 after a few of those cars ended up breaking away. So that 89, he should really be in this lead pack right now, but the 16 ended up blocking him there, and now with only 2 laps to go, you are right. It's going to be one of these 7 who get this win. Here is a rookie driver, Sebastian Kukalon in the 42 to the inside of Ryan Madden for the lead. And here's Fisher G in the 40. You're talking about Fisher G after he won those last 2 races in the Napa Truck Series, trying to get a good streak going. Well, here he is, right behind the 42, with a chance at victory. We're coming to the white flag. Ryan Madden has more help on the outside lane, but Sebastian Kukalon in the 42 got the shorter way around the racetrack. White flag in the Florida's Natural 300 here at Daytona.
Why now?
And another lap car. That is going to end the day for Ryan Madden and Matt Tuck. It's going to be one of these 3 guys. Jake West in the 07 to the inside of Fisher G. That was the 20 of Adam Lewis who got in the way of those guys. The leaders are not going to hit any more lap traffic yet in this race, so we're good to go to the finish for our 3 leaders. Sebastian Kukalon, Jake West, and Fisher G. Will West get to the inside and steal this win away? There he goes. We're going to be side by side at the line. Kukalon has the help on the outside. And Sebastian Kukalon, in his first ever start on Napa Fan, wins the Florida's Natural 300 here at Daytona. The 42 in victory lane after a wacky race here at the World Center of Racing.
Wow, what a crazy race.
A high-speed chess match, I like to call it. They all try to get around those lap cars, and we're probably going to see this tomorrow in the Daytona 500 as well. We get a crash, and everybody's going to try to maneuver their way around the lap traffic. That's what makes these races so entertaining. And how about Sebastian Kukalon in the 42, his first ever start? Another first-timer getting their first career win right at the beginning. He's going to be the points leader here in the Turkey Hills Series, the winner of the Florida's Natural 300 here at Daytona. Take a look at the official standings, and Kukalon ahead of Jake West by 0.072 seconds. Fisher G, Ryan Madden, defending winner Matt Tuck finishing 5th. Great run for him. Nathan Baird, Josh Crash, Ashlyn Boyd, Griffin Lynn, and Alex Mann, the top 10. And that 89, he kind of got screwed out there by Joseph Simwell. That 16 got in the way of him and essentially blocked him from advancing any further on the racetrack. Now, when that big pack hit those 2 cars going side by side, nobody could get around them for about half a lap. They all were going the same speed as those lap cars. I've never seen that before. A very interesting aspect to this race. But still, it created a great race, and Sebastian Kukalon the winner here at Daytona in the number 42.
Oh, man, a huge congrats to that entire 42 team. And that was a crazy race. First that huge one, and then we had to deal with that traffic not once but twice late in the going.
Yeah, we see Isaac Redmond, Joe Rakowski, Cameron Gaju, Jamie Lee, Ying Canario, and Dale Salzman all failed to finish for this one. They were all knocked out because of that crash. Adam Lewis, Nicholas Wade, who had the issue at the beginning of the race, so he ended up finishing 31st, so not too bad, all things considered. Ryan Kendall, Noah Clifton, and Joseph Simwell, they all finished a lap down here today. Adam Lewis kept Ryan Madden from getting this win. Madden was on the outside. He had the run on that outside, and he had a very good chance at beating that 42, but that 20 got right in the way, and there was nothing he could do. Jake West almost got the win. I think he was 3rd in line on the inside, coming to the white flag. He almost got to the inside of the 42, but Fisher G went and helped the 42 of Sebastian Kukalon. And Kukalon the winner here today at Daytona. And a great race to open up the Turkey Hills Series after its long hiatus. And we're back in action, guys. The developmental series is going to be fun this season, let me tell you that. So thank you guys very much for watching. And tomorrow, it's the big day. The Daytona 500, 8 a.m. Eastern Time, right here on Napa Fan. You do not want to miss it, even if you are not in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, because history will be made. The 7th running of the Great American Race in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. It's going to be tomorrow, and we're going to crown a Daytona 500 champion once again here on Napa Fan. So, Nathan, any final thoughts for this race? I mean, what are your expectations going into tomorrow? Does this race kind of give you a mindset going into tomorrow's race, or are you just going to take it as you always thought you were?
Well, this race did help me a lot to learn of what to expect for tomorrow, possibly, but it's still the Daytona 500, and every single driver in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series wants to be called the Season 7 Daytona 500 champion, and so do I. So